killer is dead.
Hello there, Serum17 once again. This is the end of my Killer is Dead very hard difficulty video walkthrough. This is the final boss against David and all three of his different forms. So the first form is the second form from the 4th episode. It's exactly the same, there's nothing new here. He does the same moves. So you want to just attack him, counter him, attack him, counter him, and depending on your affinity to do that will depend on how much life you take into the next phase of the battle. This battle has 3 different boss fights in it, and there's 0 checkpoints in any of them. So if you have any Mika tickets, this is where they're going to come in handy. And I'm going to say right now, guys, I use a Mika ticket on the final form. And the reason I use it is because the strategy I'm going to show you, it does work, but every so often, just because of the nature of the attack pattern of the boss, he can clip you, and if he clips you, he stun locks you. And what happens, a stun lock takes nearly all your life, because you can't get out of it, and you take a full combo, and it's extremely dangerous, so pretty self-explanatory stuff. But the first phase is quite tricky, because he's got a lot of life, he takes a bit of a beating. The second phase is pretty easy if you get lucky and he doesn't do anything too bullshitty. And then the last phase is all about when you exit the counter adrenaline burst. Because when you come out of this, when time resumes, there is a large percentage of chance that you do not evade in time and you will take a hit which leads to a combo which can often lead to death. So it's not the most fun fight because of that factor, but it's still a pretty cool encounter. So there is the first encounter down. This is the transition to Ultimondo, which is the ultimate form of Mondo when he's been corrupted by the dark matter. And this is the second form of David. So normal attacks don't work on this guy. The only thing that damages him is the adrenaline burst. So wait for him to dash towards you and then evade. He does a 3-hit combo with his sword, but I always found it kind of tricky to counter because it's a little bit slower than it looks like it is. So my strategy is to get some distance from the boss and then just kind of evade him. And also be aware, if you're hitting him from behind like I'm doing, he can hit you on the back end of a swing. I was also attacking, and you might be wondering why I was attacking if I can't hurt him. Well, I was building my combo up in hopes of building my bleed up. Because if I can get the blood up, it'll give me the ability to shoot more, because there's going to be a little bit of shooting involved in this strategy, and I also need the blood to finish him off. So it's always good to have as much blood as you can get. But when he starts doing the crazy yoga pose and summoning everything, that means that you need to shoot him to try and stun him. If you do stun him, he'll go down like he is right now, and it allows you to do the most damage you can pretty much do against him on this difficulty. So just counter, just punish, and just hope he spams the orb move where he stands still. When he does stand still, you can either hit him with your sword or hit him with your gun. There's no real preference to dealing damage. It all depends on the distance you are from him. Do you see that? He attacked over there but hit me on the wind-up. So be very careful with kind of bullshit moments like that. And before you know it, you'll be injuring him. You'll get him down enough, and then we can start killing him. So here is the move. Here's me continuing to beat him up. Then I start shooting him, and then he's just been stunned. And this should be the kill, hopefully. Oh, he's standing up. We're so close. Can we break his guard? Pull back to do some shooting. I seem to have more faith on the shooting than I do on the physical attacks, but I've done this on normal, and both attacks were doing equal damage, so it's a gut response more than anything. But there is the attack. I need to build up some combo to finish him. There's my combo meter. There's the attack. This is the final phase. So I believe you're going to see me die here, guys, which I've edited out every other death, but I'm going to show you this one to show you what you need to be aware of. And I'm going to use a Mika token, so it's appropriate. But you notice, avoid him, and there he is. When I came out of my adrenaline burst, I was pressing dodge to evade. I wasn't fast enough, and he got me in a full combo, and there was nothing I can do, and he does it here. Stuns me, then finishes me off. Couldn't even move. So I had the thought here of running around and waiting for my life to come back, but that would have taken a million years, so I decided to just take the death and then use a Mika token instead. And believe you me, I tried to run around and regenerate life, but I realised it was pointless. So watch this. Didn't even get the frames to evade because he does so much combos when you come out of the adrenaline burst. But I still tried to kill him. It just didn't work. And he catches me with that area of effect, and that's where I died. So here comes the Mika token. Mondo. And now we can start the fight. So he has the same life that we had before. All I do is I wait for him to attack and I punish it, and then as soon as I get to the end of the adrenaline burst, I start slowing down on the attacks and trying to evade. If done correctly, you can 90% of the time get out of the next hit he's about to do, but every so often you can get screwed, so just be aware of it, folks. Depending on what I do with this game after this guide, I might try and see if I can get a flawless strategy against this boss and try and share that with people, but I don't know. Like, there were a part of me that wanted to do a no upgrade run, part of me that wanted to do a max rank run, but then I realised you can't really do either of those things, because doing a no upgrade run would mean starting a new game and beating the game again to get that difficulty, and then doing a AAA rank. The ranking system on this game is stupid. I'll be the first one to say it. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't reward skill, it just rewards speed. And on very hard, every single enemy is a bullet sponge. Every single boss is the biggest bullet sponge whore thing you've ever seen. It's not fun. So, I don't know what I'm going to do, guys. I don't know what guide's coming next. If Lost Planet 3 is any good, I'll cover that. I am not covering Remember Me because it's easy and there's problems with that game. I'm hopefully going to get into the Dark Souls 2 beta, which is coming very shortly. It's coming in October. I've already signed up for it, so hopefully I'll get a code. There's going to be an NDA on that, guys, though, so don't hold your breath. It might be literally February before I can release any of the footage that I'll record. And let me tell you now, I will record every second I play. I will be making videos. You know, I could have 30 to 40 different videos, depending on the type of stuff I figure out, the type of stuff I want to share. I'm going to be playing it a lot, hopefully. But as far as guides go, whichever the next worthwhile game comes out that's worth covering, I shall cover it. So now that you've injured him, build up your bleed. And there's your achievement, Darksider of the Moon. All of that for 30G, so, you know, not really that worth it, but fun in the end. So thanks for watching, and you take care now.